Welcome, it's the War Duck. And it is Sunday morning, it is beautiful out here, and we're about to go on a little ride with our buddy and just kind of get out there. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've ridden, so hopefully this doesn't go badly. I'll see you out there.
Alright, here we go. Okay. Man, it's a nice morning, but I can already feel it's getting warm. Already feel it's getting warm out here. And it looks like I'm gonna have to get some tinted tear-offs because it's starting to get bright as fuck. Sure. Oh man, alright, so it's been a couple weeks since I've been out here riding, so we're going to take it somewhat easy. Of course, he's on a quad. And I haven't been riding. Oh man, I missed this last few weeks. Oh shit, we might have caught an inch in air right there. We gotta settle down here. Oh, might have been another inch of air. Getting crazy. Dusty now, I can't see shit. I don't even remember what the topic was supposed to be for this ride. I think somebody asked me either why I joined the military or what the military was like. Want to lead up to the gate? Sure. Well, let's see. Oh, okay. So why I joined the military is kind of a complicated story that probably shouldn't get into. So we're just gonna say we weren't doing anything else constructive, and I kind of like doing stuff on my own, so like paying for college and stuff like that. And then on top of that, you know, I was a young kid that wanted to test himself, so went in and took all the tests, and then scored high enough on the test. Oh! All right, well. Scored high enough on the test that I could pretty much do whatever I wanted. So we chose kind of a job that was kind of out on our own, which is a forward observer, and that's like a small team, 1 to 4 people that goes out and calls indirect fire, close air support, or mortar fire, which is also indirect fire, just not from the artillery cannons. And then that was combat arms. So went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, because that's where all of our artillery goes. That's where all of our artillery goes to did do their training back when I was in. Every single person that was artillery, at least up to when I went through back in 2016, all went through Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Even the Marines sent a lot of their artillery guys. I don't know if they sent them all or whatever, but they sent a lot of them to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for some of their artillery training. So that's how I got there. So I was 20 when I left Oregon on a plane, my first plane ride, and went to Lawton, Oklahoma, where Fort Sill is. A little rinky-dink town. With not much going for it other than the base. Alright, so we've been through this gate before. But we're going to see where these guys usually go. I thought he was going to be on a bike, but apparently he chose the quad today. So we went up there last time. I don't know where we're going this time. But I had that one little squirrely area, but I didn't fall. Saved it, got it stopped. Almost made the same mistake with that front brake.
After the pond, right?
No, I went up and around this way, went back there for a little while until I decided that I was probably, because I went and did the whole loop and then came here.
Yeah.
And thought I might get a little tired before I got too far back there, so then I just came back. But I haven't been to the pond yet, no.
Okay. Let's go to the pond.
Alright. So I arrived in Oklahoma like in March of 2016. Oh, jeez. And it wasn't bad. Like, we got there to in processing, everything was really chill, really relaxed. You know, meet some people and talk to the drill instructors that were there, just kind of hanging out. And everybody was really nice, and they like kind of try to help you start working on your push-ups and tell you what flutter kicks is, and everybody just kind of hangs out. And I was there for 5 or 6 days before my class started. And then once everybody was there, they take you over and alright, hold on a second. Alright. Take you over and everybody goes and gets their gear. And then everybody hangs out for a day. And then the real drill instructors come over, or I should say the class drill instructors, not the real, because they were all real, but I gotta get off this hump. Alright, now we have been back here a little bit, so this isn't all that much of a surprise. It is a little bit crazy, but and then they load you up on these cattle cars, you know, the trailers on these trucks that take cattle from one area to the other. It's got the holes on the side and all that shit. Nowhere to sit. And then your first, like, I don't know, 5 minutes is just everybody's kind of chilling and shit. And then you cross these railroad tracks, and then all hell breaks loose. The drill sergeants fucking flip out, and you can't look up, can't talk, can't fucking not look up. It's fucking crazy. Then they go ballistic, and then you're like, what the hell did I just get myself into? I remember going up and down this stuff here. I've been back this part so far. I hope this is the way he went. Go straight, and then he said if he ever comes to a branch that he stops, so there he is. So I think this is pretty much right up here where as far as I went. Alright, 2 things I need to buy. I need to buy brake guards and a skid plate for the bike. That's the next 2 things that I'm buying for the bike. Alright, we have not been this far. So then, you have this really uncomfortable ride for about, I don't know, it seemed like an eternity, but it was probably just another 5 minutes. And, like, then, like, you get there, and they're, like, running you off the cattle car, and then, you know, you're supposed to go stand on these, I don't remember if it was X's or stand on a line or whatever the hell. Stand somewhere anyway with all your shit, your 2 bags, and you know, so everybody runs over there and puts our stuff down and everything, and oh shit, there's a fucking cow. And then, you know, they come over and they're yelling at you for putting your stuff down, and then you gotta hold everything, and then they want you to put your shit down, and then they want you to get your canteens out. So you gotta fish your canteens out. There's shit strung everywhere. Then you gotta go fill your canteens up. And then drink your whole canteen and fill it back up and run in place and drink your whole canteen and don't spill anything, or everybody's running in place or doing push-ups, and for that goes on for a while. And then they, after they're done making everybody throw up, they call your name and put you into platoons. Then you gotta run up flights of stairs with all your shit and find a bunk, and then that goes on for like a week, dude. It's just crazy for like a week. Oh, so there actually is a pond back here. That's cool. Oh, this is cool. Little tunnel here. Wait, did I miss him? Oh, there he is. And that was like the first few hours, but then after everybody's nice and thrown up like 3 or 4 times from water and all this other stuff, then they march you off to chow hall thrown up and shit. Alright, we'll catch you in a few minutes. Alright, so we're about to get out of here and head back. Key. Okay, so that was that. There was some crazy cow out here heaving and hoeing. I don't know what that was about, but whatever. But alright, he said he saw a couple rattlesnakes out here. I didn't see them. I was concentrating on the road. But yeah, interesting. There's a pond out here. So then after like the first few weeks of basic training, like stuff gets to be like a giant sporting event with like some smattering of classes in there. Learning about like military rank and military protocol and all that kind of stuff, but then it was just like a big sporting event. So with me, you know, being a former wrestler and I've gone to wrestling camps and stuff like that, it just wasn't that bad after that. And then like even later, like the drill sergeants kind of even sometimes sort of act like your buddies and stuff and don't treat you like a complete pile of crap. There's another cow. Then you do like the obstacle courses and team building and stuff like that. Then you do like races and with your weapon and low crawl and try to get through the wire and live fire exercises, and then learn to shoot your rifle. Which I kind of had another issue with. Like, I've been shooting guns kind of my whole life. Parents hunted and all that other stuff. And then when I got to basic, they gave me those big old giant glasses that I was never going to wear. And so we go out to qual, you know, to get in. There's another cow. To get in our rifles and stuff. And they put you on this machine, and it's got like a broomstick for feedback, and you gotta like qualify on this video game before they allow you to shoot and shit. So I get on there, and it's to simulate like a thing, like a 300-meter shot or something, I don't know. So I get on there, and like I can't get it to qualify because I can't see it or something, because I've been shooting right-handed my whole life. And one of the kids that I was in basic with was like, he's all, "Hey, aren't you supposed to wear glasses?" And I was all, "Yeah." And he's all, "Where are they?" And I was like, "I don't bring them because I don't ever use them." And he's like, "Well, fuck, dude, I don't know." He's all, "That's probably why you're having trouble." He's all, "Probably because you can't see it." And I was like, "Well, shit." So I had about 10 minutes before everybody else finished through, because I failed it 2 times, and you only get 3 before you get recycled in your class. And then, so in those 10 minutes, I had to teach myself to shoot left-handed. And got on that machine and qualified left-handed, and I've never ever shot left-handed. So, man, that's sketch right there. So, that got me into I could qualify with my rifle, and then when I was in with my rifle, I figured out that I can't see with my right eye the long distance targets. So I started alternating between right and left hand shooting depending on what the range of target I was doing. So the first time through in basic, I qualified as a marksman, which was, so it goes sharpshooter is the lowest, marksman, and then expert. And so I qualified as in the middle, which was fine, whatever. I mean, I was pretty impressed with myself learning to shoot left-handed, so we got through that, and then
So this is the trail. So it goes up and down, and then you can see the hill, the trail.
oh, it just keeps going.
Yeah, it goes and it takes a sharp left, and it goes right to the top of that.
Oh, that big one up there?
What's that?
Up that big one up there?
No, not over here, to the right.
Oh, okay.
See where the trail goes up on the right hand
Yeah.
side of it? Then, like, right on the ridge, it turns left, goes up, and there's a flat spot.
Oh, okay.
But it's sketch on bikes. Because it's steep and rocky.
Yeah.
Coming back down, it's just as steep.
Yeah, I got close enough to hitting a cactus already. I'm not trying to do that.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, but no, you can see, like, when you get up to the top, if you were to get to the top, you can see all of Tucson.
Oh, yeah, because you can see a lot of it right now. There's Tucson right in front of us.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, so we'll take this down around, and then we'll come out at that gate where the two big mounds are.
Yeah.
And yeah, we used to jump those.
Okay, like that.
Not going south, coming north. You
Yeah.
Jump over the top and then land, like, in the flat area.
Huh. Yeah, we will not be jumping. That is not ever happening. And I doubt he's not doing that on his quad anyway, but I wouldn't mind being back here watching somebody do it, but I definitely wouldn't be trying to do it. So then, let's see. Then you go through, and then you kind of, once you pass everything, including some little tests, can you put your weapon back together and all that kind of stuff, and then you graduate. And you go through a little ceremony, and you learn to sing the national anthem, and all that fun stuff. Of course, in there there's the gas chamber that you're gonna do. That was a fun thing. Is doing, like, for me is you're never gonna beat me mentally. You beat me physically, sure, but you're never gonna beat me mentally. And so when I went in, it was like this whole thing is, oh, they're gonna break you down and build you up, and I was like, yeah, alright, whatever. And I never, like, it was just a big game at that point. Is you can throw at me whatever you want. You're never gonna beat me mentally. That's just not gonna happen. So when we got to the gas chamber, they got everybody in there, and you got your mask on because you're trying to learn that trust in the equipment and stuff like that, And so we get into the gas chamber, and we're sitting there, and then he's like, all right, everybody take your mask off. And so everybody takes their mask off, and you can hold your breath as long as you want, but it don't matter. You're gonna breathe it in. It gets in your eyes and in your nose, and it's just crazy. And so okay. And so I'm in there with by the time everybody leaves, it's me, this other guy, and the drill sergeant. And the drill sergeant trying to be tough, you know, because it don't affect them or whatever, is what he's saying. And he's like, I ain't going before you, y'all need to get out. And I was like, I'm good, you know, I'm going to try to beat this guy out, you know, make him leave before me. And he didn't really like that a whole lot, so then we're in there, we're all, including him, we're all doing jumping jacks and shit, and my eyes are burning, and snot's running out my mouth, and I'm choking, and the guy next to me is doing the same thing, and you know, the drill sergeant's choking, and and then all of a sudden the drill sergeant, like, the other guy's like, fuck, and then he leaves. So it's just me and the drill sergeant, and the drill sergeant's like, alright, get out. And I was like, no, I'm good, drill sergeant. You can go ahead and go, I'm good, you know. And he grabs me by the scruff of the neck, and then we both, you know, he pushes me out. There's some more cows. He pushes me out, and then he leaves behind me, you know. But and then I spent the next like 40 minutes freaking choking and snot, and it was ridiculous. What kind of cows back here today? Oh. Pretty good view here. You can see Vale. Oh. So Vale off over here, Tucson down over there. Pretty good view. All right. And then after you graduate, then you go to your AIT, which I think is Advanced Individual Training. I can't really remember what the AIT stood for. And for me, since I was artillery, that was not very far away. But I got to go hang out with my mom, and grandma came and visited me. We went and saw like where Geronimo was buried and things like that. That was cool. I don't know where you're saying. Okay. This is Copper Cut Road, is what he was telling me. And this goes out to the main road. I hope we're not going out there. He might be taking me, I don't know where he's taking me. Another loop or something? So when I got to AIT, you know, the first day is kind of the same. You know, they barking at you and shit and get you used to the class regiment. And then after that, they kind of really relax out and you just kind of chill out. I remember there was 4 bays, so 2 on each level. There was 2 on each level, and so like we were on the very top level, and what they do is when the graduating class leaves, you end up in the graduating classes racks and stuff, because that's how they make room, because it's full all the time. So we were in there, and I don't know, I think the 4th night we were there, the senior class from down below or something came up and ambushed us with a pillow fight, beat us all up when we were sleeping. So yeah, that was interesting. So then that became the thing, you know, is every time a class would leave, like everybody would go down and there'd be like 2 or 3 classes, you know, getting in a big pillow fight and stuff. It was fun. But I remember we got in this pillow fight war with one of the other classes that were close to us. Oh shit, you're going out to the road? Oh man. Oh, okay. And you know, pillows are flying and it's getting crazy and we're counterattacking and then a pillow, I think I threw a pillow and it hit the fire alarm, and the fire alarm came down and started going off. And we're, you know, and so it's ha-ha, hee-ha and everything, and then right about then, oh fuck. Oh. Yeah. And then, so he's up there fixing it right about the time the drill sergeant comes in, and then all hell breaks loose, dude. They're flipping out, hella pissed, and Then they do what's called bunk drills. So we had to take the bunks down. What, 3 flights of stairs. Get them all dress right dress. And then after that, we had to do uniform drills. Everybody had to go up and get all their battle rattle on, and then come back down before however much time he had decided. And then if we weren't all there, we weren't all perfect, then it was, to something else. That went on and on and on and on for a while until he got tired of it. And then of course, we went to bed. So. Alright, from here, I'm going to say thank you all for catching the ride with me. Just enjoy the rest of this until we get back home. Alright, thanks everybody. I'll catch you later. Go, buddy. Yeah, daddy home. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yeah, you're such a good boy. Yeah, you're such a good boy.